Hoosier Millionaire is back. The popular game show is celebrating its 25th anniversary, but you're the one getting the gifts. Today we have three special guests I am sure you'll recognize. They were the hosts of Hoosier Millionaire. With me, Mark Patrick, Barbara Hobbs, and Tony Lamont. Thanks for coming into the show. Welcome.
I'm glad you think
pleasure.
I'm glad you think they'll recognize it.
Oh, they'll recognize you. Come on. It's been a while. Come on. Yeah, but still, I mean, you guys were on 16 years, you know. Now, you're in town tonight for a special event at the Coliseum. Describe what's going to be taking place, any one of you.
Well, if you happen to come to the show when we did it here several times before in its first run, it's going to be essentially the same thing. But I think the biggest difference will be, though, one of the contestants who's in the audience tonight actually gets to be the sixth contestant on the show, and then has the possibility of winning tonight and going on and trying for $1 million at the State Fair in August.
Now, how does that work?
Well, what they do is they take one of the tickets, a Hoosier Millionaire non-winning ticket, and they drop it in the drum. Now, the one thing they have to remember is they cannot have registered or pre-registered online. If they've done so, then it will make them ineligible. So what they want to do is bring a non-winning ticket. They can drop it in the drum, and a little bit before, that's until about 6:15. Then after that, we'll make the announcement, and we'll pull somebody out of the audience, and they'll be on the show.
And the fun will begin.
Yeah. And the doors open at 5.
Right.
Okay. So tonight's show is one of several going on across the state.
Right.
The big finale televised show is going to be in Indianapolis at the State Fairgrounds in August. Barbara, what's planned for that one?
Well, I think it's going to be just amazing. I'm sure that we'll have
Free corn dogs.
free corn dogs.
Free hot dog, all right.
That is the live telecast also. And again, that's when all of the people that have been drawn from each show will compete for $1 million. So we will have a millionaire at the State Fair show.
That sounds great.
Yes,
I wish I could do it. I can't, but I wish I could. Okay.
Why can't you?
I can't.
No, I think she can.
Well, I think she
Why
can.
can't you?
I'll give it a whirl and see what happens.
Yeah.
You never know.
You
You never know. Okay.
We've got people. We can check.
I appreciate that, Mark.
Just show up.
Okay. Just show up.
Just show up.
Definitely.
Now, you guys were on the air for 16 years, okay? Why do you think the show was so popular, aside from just, giving away money? Or was that the primary reason?
Well, I think, if you're going to have the opportunity to win $1 million every week, I think that's a huge draw in itself. I think it was the game itself, I thought, was kind of beautiful in its simplicity. And so everybody played, from the oldest to the youngest. We would get so many people say, well, my 4-year-old picks the $1 million every week. He always gets it. My granddaughter every week seems to get that. And that was kind of the beauty of it. It didn't take a lot of skill, but it was actually a fun game to watch. And everybody seemed to know somebody who was on the show. There seemed to be 1 degree of separation between you and a contestant at some point over those years.
Some of your favorite memories. You have to have, I would assume, hundreds of them. Just, if you can narrow it down, maybe let's say the favorite one or two.
A lot of it was just the laughs we had. We had so much fun every week. And the great thing about the contestants were, we never knew what they were going to say.
Yeah, and there's some things we can't say.
Yes, that they would say.
Okay.
It never made that show, but it made for a great show for us.
What are some of the items they brought in? To my understanding, some people would bring in items from their hometown to give you guys as gifts.
The pies were the best.
We got a lot of pie.
Not in the face, right?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
No.
All right.
Not till after.
No. And, we encourage tips. So,
Comedian over
The
here.
popcorn poppers, you remember those?
well,
they were.
we had
The kettle corn makers.
that
We
you
all
could
used
And,
for years.
Stuff like that. When people would bring something that was kind of a local landmark, that was always kind of cool. Like people from Mooresville would bring a pie from Gray's Cafeteria. They were local landmarks, and so tonight we're encouraging everybody from Fort Wayne to bring something from, say, Chase Bank.
On that note, Mark, we're going to wrap things up. Mark, Barbara, Lamont, thanks for joining us this afternoon. You're a hoot over here. Okay, tonight's Millionaire show is going to be at the Coliseum. It starts at 7 o'clock. As Barbara said, the doors open at 5. It is free to get in. If you would like a chance to be the 6th contestant on the show tonight, make sure that you bring a non-winning Hoosier Millionaire ticket with you. One person will be selected from tickets submitted by 6:15 to be a contestant on tonight's Hoosier Millionaire.